Alright, what the fuck is up, people? Today, as the title says, it is a revision of my original guide on RPO, or Ready Player One, MechaGodzilla, or MechaGodzilla 2019, whatever you want to call him. Before we get into that, first, please join the Kaiju Universe Events Discord, and/or my normal Discord, a new Discord, in the description and the comments. You should join. It's a cool place. Both Discords are pretty dead because they're not my general Discord, which is only for my homies. So we're trying to fix that. So you should join. Now, anyway, RPO is the best distance fighting Kaiju in the game now. Mainly just due to its missiles being more useful, and the stomp being absolutely ridiculous. So the stomp is absolutely fucking massive, and it does 1,015, I believe. It might be 1,115. I believe it's the latter, but yeah, it is fucking crazy, and the range is absurd. So you can just sit back, shoot your missiles, use your beam, spam your stomp, and just get so much damage off. So what makes RPO really good is you can go 3 regen, max damage, and the rest speed, and you are relatively fine unless you want to go for melee RPO, in which case I recommend probably 4 regen if you're just going to run around tanking and shit. But I wouldn't recommend that with RPO anyway, unless you're fighting things that are drastically weaker than you. So things like Shinigami-kun and Kamada-kun, things like that. I wouldn't recommend tanking anything that's stronger than RPO, because there's or in terms of health, because you'll probably lose. However, RPO is fucking crazy, dude. Your missiles do a fuck ton of damage. Your beam still does a fuck ton of damage. Your stomp does a fuck ton of damage. RPO is just all about damage. He's a glass cannon, but he can space with that insane damage that he does. His tail whip, you can range with it. His stomp, it does insane damage. You can range with it and force people off of you with that damage. As for counters, general counters, Heisei Godzilla, not burning. Burning sucks against it. Kong, other RPOs. Honestly, normal Showa Jet fucks it up so bad. It's really sad, but that's what happens. Showa Godzilla is like 50-50 if it's a good user. But yeah, generally, RPO is, you're either gonna have a really good time or a really bad time using him. If you're using him correctly, you're gonna fucking win every grounded Kaiju fight, maybe even some flying Kaiju. I don't know. It should be pretty easy if you're fighting a Monster Zero. That thing can't hit anything. It's bad. B tier Kaiju. Anyway, RPO, absolutely fucking crazy, dude. I really like the buff that it's gotten, well, indirect buff rather, because it actually makes RPO probably the best spacing Kaiju in the game. Not distance, because spacing and distance are different, but it makes RPO specifically the best fucking spacing Kaiju in the game. So what spacing basically means is it can sit at a range that's close to you, where he can sit and pepper you with damage. You can't do much about it, if anything. And what makes it even better is he can turn it up when you're low and just run in and fucking destroy you with his melees. He is the embodiment of a glass cannon. He's always been that, but now it's even more, or it feels more like he's a glass cannon against things like Kiryu and stuff now, because Kiryu can fucking destroy him with his ultimate Zero Cannon. But yeah, RPO, the main combos I'd go for is just swapping between your 1 and your 2 if you're melee. If you're using your like ranged attacks, I would suggest going from your stomp if you're in range. If not, go for missiles first. Your stomp, then your beam, because by the time your beam's done, you're gonna have enough for missiles, and then missiles. And then just repeat. If you're not in range, just remove stomp, swap between missiles, beam, missiles. I would suggest not putting health on him, because I think making your frail Kaijus tanky is not what they're intended for. I'm not going to say that you're inherently wrong. I'm kidding, that's exactly what I'm going to say. You're wrong if you put on health RPO or any other frail Kaiju. unless it's a kaiju that's frail but is intended to be tanky and has moveset to be tanky. RPO's moveset doesn't want it to be tanky. RPO wants it to be a prodding, blast force through defenses type thing. But yeah, because of the you basically have a good matchup against everything on the ground. You can, because of your speed, you're just able to avoid things so easily, so flawlessly against most kaiju. There's just not much issue, honestly, man. Things that are faster than you are always going to give you problems because RPO doesn't have many tools to cover distance against things that are faster than it, which is why Showa Jet just stomps it. Things that it counters, basically every ground kaiju other than the things that I've mentioned. It even fucks up Ultima. So like, what does that tell you, dude? MG21, close fight now, because you can just avoid its missiles by being so lightning fast. And your stomp outranges its stomp marginally. Or they might actually be the same range. I believe it's slightly more, but they might be the same range. So, yeah. But, yeah, RPO is a fucking monster, dude. Distance fight with them, or not, well, not distance fight, space with them, just fuck them up. But, yeah, subscribe, like the video, share. Next video that's coming out will 100% be Starter's Guide to Kaiju Universe, because I feel like some people need that. I know there are a lot of people on my channel that are new to the game, and they need some of that guidance, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that'll be uploaded soon. That'll cover a lot of things. That'll probably be a pretty long video though, so yeah, like, subscribe, and stay tuned.